Good morning, y'all. So I just wanted to do a quick introduction for those of you who don't know me. I think it's easier to get to know somebody like via video. You can actually see people's mannerisms, their face. This is my new place. I just moved and I absolutely love it. I post a little bit about it in my stories this morning. Yeah, like I just try to be real with y'all. Like, this is my life. I'm a real person just like you. I tell people, like, it doesn't matter what your story is, like, your voice matters, and everything that you've been through in life matters, and it doesn't matter how many followers you have, or what you do for a job, or your social status, or your race, or sexual preference, or, man, I can go on and on. It doesn't really matter. I feel here lately, there's been a lot of hate. There's a lot of tension and heavy energy in the world right now. And just wanted to remind you guys that it's okay to be yourself and just be nice to each other. Like I say, seek first to understand before judging, or, thou shalt not judge, because thou has fucked up too, many times. But this is my world. Welcome. It's not really a channel, but like, welcome to my account. I got a ton of new followers yesterday. I had a fabulous interview with Kelly Hogan. I was like a big fangirl. I absolutely love her. So shout out to Kelly and everything that she does, and really the whole carnivore community, because like, you guys are awesome. For the most part, like, I feel we are the most supportive, encouraging community and group out there. I mean, rarely ever do I see a lot of hate or shade thrown around, and it happens, from time to time. Like, we're human. Just remember, hurt people, and when people lash out at you, it's usually a reflection on things that are going on in their life. But anyways, I'll step off my platform. My name's Katie Kelly, a little bit of fit for those of you who only know Instagram handles, because like, that is the world that we live in now. We just know each other by Instagram handles. Love my coffee. So yes, I drink coffee. I don't put a lot in it. So no heavy creams. I don't put sugar or anything like that in it. I do use a little bit of Strong Coffee Company. It's kind of like a pre-workout. And I do it because I love the taste, and it is an instant, so I don't put like a whole scoop in here. Otherwise your heart's gonna explode, because it is caffeinated. And I have all that stuff and information posted in the link in my bio and highlights. So if you guys wonder about recipes, information, coaching links, helpful blogs, I have a blog where I did an interview on my story and my whole first year transitioning on carnivore. Because it is a long journey. If you click on the link in my Instagram bio, scroll down to blogs, you're gonna see it. And that'll answer the majority of your questions. But please feel free to reach out, send me a DM. I love talking to you guys. I get a lot of messages, so I try to respond to each and every one of you the best that I can. But just a little bit about me. Struggled with gut issues basically my entire life. I was a sick kid. I got RSV as a baby, and I was pumped full of all kinds of antibiotics. And looking back now, and just through the education and the things that I've had, in my adult life, I know probably a lot of it stemmed from that. Could never really figure out why I bloated all the time, had abdominal pain. I had, and this may be TMI, but when it comes to like gut issues and things like that, like, it's really important. Chronic constipation. I would have GI bleeding, went to numerous doctors, and they tell you just eat fiber, eat more fiber, eat fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, yo, like, this isn't working for me, because every time I eat them, I have the same problems. Went through numerous elimination protocols, worked with a functional medicine doc. None of it worked. But I always noticed, like, through my years, and I was an overweight kid too. And if you scroll through my account, you'll see, just before and after pictures and things like that. If those are triggers for you, just ignore them, because some people have problems with like progress photos and things like that. But anyways, overweight kid, grew up on a farm, small town, Indiana. We had cattle and crops, and my family still lives there. It's in McCordsville, Indiana, and we raise our own beef. We have beef cattle, and there is a difference between dairy cattle and beef cattle, for those of you who don't know. Very, very proud of the way that I was raised and the way that I was brought up. So I guess you could say that, like, meat and beef and agriculture has had my heart from a very early age. So going, carnivore, I think most of us can relate to, like, the carnivore label. I really try to stay away from labels. I eat more of a meat-based diet, because I do drink things, like coffee, I have electrolytes in my water, occasional social alcohol, and I do okay with rice-based products. So basically, I don't eat any fruits or vegetables, not because I hate them, I just don't digest them well, and I feel better not eating them. But I do eat, like, white rice-based products. Like, I really don't eat a lot of white rice anymore, and as my sport, so I'll bounce around. I have ADD brain, guys, too. I have so many things I want to tell you, and I try not to make these too long. So I used to eat a lot of white rice because, I'm a CrossFitter. I prefer, CrossFit, and I say functional bodybuilding as my preferred modality of training. I just love it. I'm a type A person. I have had to modify most of my workouts because I try to keep my heart rate a little bit lower. I don't want to stress my body out too much, because they are glycolytic sports. Okay, so I am into sports nutrition, did high carb for a while, fueled like a normal CrossFitter, ate carbs, the whole bit. So I just want to preface that, like, it's not for everybody. Our activity levels are all different. What we eat is going to be all different. So, like, what works for one's not going to work for all. But I do okay with some white rice products. So I will eat occasional rice cakes every once in a while if I feel like my body needs some. Or say I'm really, really, really hungry before a workout, and I train at 5 a.m. most mornings, and I prefer morning workouts. I'm an early bird. I get up early. If I sleep past 6:30, like, I'm doing good, because I normally get up at 4 a.m. in the mornings, and I train at 5 a.m. I work 12-hour shifts. I have worked in healthcare and radiology for over 16 years. Absolutely love my profession. So I am blessed to work for, like, wonderful, wonderful, hospital systems. I work for two. I work for Riverview and Community. They're phenomenal. I love my people. I love what I do. Feel very, very blessed. And I'm able to do, my coaching and help you guys out too, at the same time. So a little bit about what I do for a profession. And I answer a lot of questions about those too. But anyways, so things that I had problems with and why I transitioned to a more meat-based diet or carnivore. Don't digest fruits and vegetables well. Nuts and seeds, gritty things, skins. What else? I'm highly sensitive to gluten, lectins, oxalates, things like that. Basically, all the shit that's in plants, I am sensitive to, and I don't like to say allergic, but I have a highly sensitive body. Same thing with, like, seasonings. You guys are like, what do you season your meat with? Salt. Most of the time, like, I'm basic as fuck. I like things simple, quick. That's why I love the meat bars, and those recipes are in the link in my bio too. And I love it when you guys tag me in this stuff. So I had someone reach out and be like, I'm so sorry that I tag you and everything. I hope it's not annoying. No, not at all. Like, I love it, and I will brag on you guys and post it on here as much as I can. I love seeing your creations. So spice them up how you guys want them. So like I said, gluten, all of that fun stuff. I have Crohn's. I was officially diagnosed with Crohn's in 2018. So yeah, I mean, it was fairly recent. I kind of had an idea all along the way that there was something more serious and more autoimmune wrong with me besides, oh, you have IBS, because that's what the doctors told me. You just have IBS. And I'm like, yo, like, this is not normal. I shouldn't have reactions to these things, working with physicians, going through elimination protocols. I mean, you name it, for everything. Candida, bacterial overgrowth, yada, yada, yada. Well, I always noticed I did great on a meat-based diet. So that's what I stuck with. So quarantine hit, I was still having gut issues. My life was super stressful. I was kind of crazy all over the place. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try carnivore. Like, this is a great way to do it. They took away my gym. It's time to slow my workouts down and just see what happens. So I committed to carnivore. It's been, I don't know, I'm creeping up on like almost 2 years, which is crazy to think about. And when I first started, I gained 15 pounds. I know I was eating in a surplus because I was eating things like whole chuck roast, you know, steaks, ribs, because everyone says just eat meat and eat to satiety. So that's what I did. I didn't really track. I am not a beginner when it comes to tracking macros and things like that. I've been, you know, a health coach and worked in the healthcare field for over 16 years. Should have tracked initially just to see kind of where I was. So I know I was eating more, which naturally you're going to put on body fat. I gained 15 pounds and I wanted to stop and quit like many, many times. So I know a lot of you struggle with that. I'd say most of my nutrition clients now are struggling with disordered eating or are like carnivore or athletes. That's kind of like my niche, however you say that. But so anyways, I wanted to stop. Feel free to reach out to me or all of us carnivores. Like, we just want you guys to be healthy and happy and figure things out. And trust me, we've all been through it. You know, like there are some 10 plus veteran carnivores out there. They're all in this space. Like, we're all here to help you guys. All right. And you may figure out it doesn't work for you. I didn't see any weight loss until probably about month 8. And it significantly impacted my performance and my workouts. Like, I really had to tone things down. So not working my heart rate up super high, not doing 2-hour workouts, like just focusing on steps and things like that. These are things you guys are gonna have to do an experiment. So when it comes to like macro ratios, because that's a big question. Should I do high protein, low protein, high fat, yada, yada, yada. Guys, it's different for us all. So just get adapted first. That's what I tell you beginners. Just eat meat that you like. I do suggest tracking your food at some point in time to know where you are calorically and kind of where your macros naturally fall. And your macros are your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. If you don't know what a macronutrient is, feel free to reach out if you need any explanation on that stuff. But just get adapted first. Don't play around with any like fat loss cuts or anything like that. Or like fat cycling's all the rage right now. Like, there's plenty of time for that. Like, give your body some time to adapt. Find the meats that you like, that you digest well. You know, the foods that don't cause any gut triggers or anything like that. And just have fun with it. And it takes a lot of grace. We talked about that in our interview, like with Kelly yesterday. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Mindset, your relationship with yourself and food and self-awareness and being nice to yourself is everything. You know, when education drives compliance, you'll hear most of us nutrition coaches say it. Don't be afraid to learn about your body because it's so important. Like, these are such amazing vessels and we beat the shit out of it all of the time, whether it's disordered eating, eating the wrong foods, drinking all the time, talking terrible to ourselves. Like, guys, this is the only forever home that you're gonna live in, okay? And I tell everyone, you know, I started this account over 10 years ago to help people to not do dumb shit from all the dumb shit that I did, and I keep it on the real with you. So I'm gonna try to keep this under 15 minutes. I only have like a minute left, but I also have a bio link in the link in my bio if you wonder, you know, just more about me or, you know, personal information, and just feel free to ask. I'll go over all of that with you. But in a nutshell, this was not planned. I just felt like sharing a message with y'all. But I love you guys. Welcome to my account. If I can do anything to help you, just reach out, send me a DM. All the information's in the link in my bio. If you guys are looking for a place for all that fun stuff, especially yummy recipes. Peace, love, meat, get you an air fryer, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye.